They say a soul bond only happens once in 1,000 years. When two souls are perfectly aligned by fate, the bond forms itself without magic, without warning. It is sacred, eternal. It is also forbidden between commoners and royalty. And yet, when I touched Crown Prince Kale for the first time, the bond ignited, and everything began to fall apart. My name is Amara, daughter of the royal court's healer. Invisible, obedient, unnoticed. My sister, Lady Cerise, the crown jewel of the capital, beloved by nobles and fated to marry the prince. Everyone knew their wedding would unite the bloodlines and end the centuries-long rift wars, until I was summoned to treat a minor injury on Prince Cal's hand. When our fingers brushed, the bond took. Light surged between us. Time froze. And suddenly, he and I could hear each other's thoughts.
What are you?
He whispered. I don't know, I answered. But in that moment, something ancient awakened inside us both. We tried to hide it, pretended it was a mistake, a trick, a spell gone wrong. But soul bonds cannot be broken. At night, I'd feel his pain. During court meetings, he'd hear my heartbeat. When he bled during combat training, I flinched. When I cried in secret, he whispered comfort through our link. And soon, he began looking at me the way a man shouldn't to look at his fiancée's sister. I begged him, "Don't ruin your future for me." He said, "My future changed the day I touched you, but fate was not kind." The royal oracle declared the bond a curse. She said it would bring war, destroy peace, unravel the realm. The only way to sever it was through ancient magic requiring one of us to willingly forget the other forever. Cerise found out. She wept. She raged. She threatened me with exile and disgrace. But she didn't tell the court. No, she told our father. And he made a deal with the oracle. I was taken in the night, bound in ceremonial chains, carried to the Hollow of Echoes. Kale fought to reach me. I felt Miss Panic through the bond. His fury, his helplessness, but they started the ritual anyway. The oracle chanted. The flames rose. My memories began to splinter. But then I heard his voice in my mind one last time. "If you forget me, I will love you until you remember." And I screamed, shattering the ritual. The ground cracked. The oracle fell. The bond flared bright, and I collapsed. When I woke, everything was silent. The court declared me dangerous, untouchable. Kale abdicated the throne that day. He came to me, wrapped in travel cloaks, eyes tired but full of light. "I don't want a crown, I only want you." We left the capital together, vanishing into the forgotten lands. There, we built a small cottage on the edge of the weeping lake. He carved my name into the trees. And I kissed away the weight on his shoulders. No one speaks our names in the palace anymore. They pretend the bond never happened. That the crown passed to Sirius's new husband. That peace remains, but in a quiet forest far from royal lies, a soul bond still shines. Every spring, flowers bloom in perfect pairs near the lake, and travelers say that when the wind is just right, you can hear two voices laughing, whispering, promising, in this life and the next, always. Not every royal tale ends in glory. Some end in exile, but sometimes that's where the real love begins, because power fades, but soul bonds remain. Did this story make your heart ache a little? Like, share, and subscribe for more romantic fantasy tales like this one.